Hello, and thank you for taking the time to look at my most recent video. My name is Jamal Jones, and I am a healthcare attorney practicing in South Florida, but I also provide legal services to the Central Florida area. I'm a partner at Jones Health Law. Our phone number is 305-877-5005 more. If you'd like more information, you can visit our website at www.joneshealthlaw.com. Today's video, we're going to discuss substance abuse rehab centers, the sobering reality of them, and how they can be looked at as big business. Prescription drug companies and alcoholic beverage companies spend millions of dollars annually on researching, testing, and marketing their products. Typically, illegal drug dealers don't spend millions, if any money, on researching, testing, and marketing of their drugs. Regardless of the difference in the amounts of money spent by companies and dealers to attract customers to purchase the products that they sell, these companies generate significant revenue and profits year after year. Despite many warnings, consumers of these products often become addicted to drugs and alcohol. Alcohol is the most commonly used addictive substance in the United States. Drug use is on the rise in this country, and more than 23.5 million Americans are addicted to drugs and/or alcohol. But only 11% of those with an addiction receive treatment. This relatively low percentage has not stopped substance abuse rehab centers from becoming big business in the United States. In fact, Florida is one of the most popular destination choices in the country for seeking substance abuse rehab treatment. Thousands of people flock to Florida for treatment, which is ironic given South Florida's reputation for being a nightlife capital of the world, making access to drugs and alcohol very easy to obtain. Savvy entrepreneurs realize that millions of Americans are seeking treatment, but desire exclusivity, privacy, and in many cases luxury. Rehab center operators market their rehab centers and tout their luxury accommodations and private shuttle services, to name a few of the amenities. Visitors seeking treatment for substance abuse pay for their treatment either A, out of pocket, B, through private insurance companies, or C, federal program payors such as Medicare. The cost for treatment varies greatly. There are luxury rehab centers, but there are also no-frills treatment centers on the other end of the spectrum, without all of these extras and amenities. Opting for inpatient treatment will cost significantly more than outpatient treatment. Additionally, your length of stay will determine the final cost of treatment. Facility fees for inpatient treatment ranges from $500 per week to $75,000 and up per stay, which can last weeks or months. A recent study found that 10-week intensive outpatient treatment programs averaged around $7,000. Then there's medical detox, which averages around $1,500 per day. Some addicts may elect to undergo medical detox prior to undergoing weeks of inpatient or outpatient treatment. If you multiply these fees by the number of people seeking treatment, you quickly realize how profitable drug and alcohol treatment can be. However, entrepreneurs looking to break into the big business of substance abuse rehab centers shouldn't be blinded by the potential pot of gold waiting for them, because fines and penalties for improper operation of the facility may put your company out of business. Owners and operators of these rehab centers must ensure that they are compliant with applicable Florida laws, or they will face penalties and fines. If you operate any of the following facilities within Florida, there are specific criteria that must be met in order to obtain a license. Addictions receiving facilities, detoxification, intensive inpatient treatment, residential treatment, day or night treatment with lost homes, day or night treatment with community housing, day or night treatment, intensive outpatient treatment, continuing care, intervention, prevention, and medication-assisted treatment for opiate addiction. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Program Office is responsible for oversight of the licensure and regulation of all substance abuse providers in the state. Florida statutes govern the provision of substance abuse services, including but not limited to residential and community-based services for treatment and prevention. The Florida Administrative Code and Florida statutes address licensure requirements. Florida Statute Chapter 397 is commonly referred to as the Hal S. Marchman Alcohol and Other Drug Services Act, or simply the Marchman Act. This act addresses clients' rights, voluntary and involuntary admissions procedures, and service provider requirements. The Marchman Act is divided into 10 lengthy parts, which details various regulatory and licensing requirements, which is why it's highly recommended that you consult with an attorney, myself, Jamaal Jones at Jones Health Law, to go through the murky waters that is the Marchman Act to ensure that your company is operating within the confines of the applicable law. Individuals and entities are prohibited from acting as a substance abuse service provider unless properly licensed to do so under the Marchman Act. If a provider operates without a valid license, she may be charged with a misdemeanor of the first degree. If you desire to operate a substance abuse rehab center, you must take the following steps. First, determine the licensure requirements. Second, fill out an application, renewal, which can be non-accredited or accredited form, or acquisition form with the Office of Substance Abuse and Mental Health. Third, complete the HIV/AIDS education confirmation form and treatment resource affidavit. Fourth, pay the appropriate licensure fee. And fifth, obtain accreditation from an agency such as the JCAHO. This checklist is a guide and is not a complete list of the steps that one should take in order to operate a substance abuse rehab center. Rehab centers are highly recommended and it's highly regulated, and it's strongly recommended that you consult with a licensed attorney to ensure that your company is taking the appropriate steps to obtain licensure and does not violate any other section of the Marchman Act or regulatory authority. Thank you for taking the time to listen and view this video. If you have any questions, please contact myself, Jamaal Jones, at Jones Health Law. The phone number is 305-877-5054, or you can email me at jrj@joneshealthlaw.com. Or to find more information about our services, you can look at our website, which is www.joneshealthlaw.com. Thank you very much for your time.